Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you love shopping, garage sales, our first guest has tips to make your next outing easier and more productive. We welcome back antique appraiser Gary Germer. Great to see you
You too.
again.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, now's the season.
Yeah.
I see people out. I see the signs. It's
They're
getting
everywhere.
exciting. So let's talk about your #1 tip, which is to bring something called a loop or a magnifier.
Yeah, if you're going to bring things you need to bring with you.
Okay.
You want a loop. Now this is, I brought my giant one for television here.
So we could see it better.
You
Sure.
can see it better, but you can. Oops, you can get small ones to sit in your pocket like this. So you can take a piece of jewelry, and you can look at it and see how it's marked. You can look at a piece of art. Is it a print? Is it a painting? And that sort of thing of what you really get eyes. As you get older, they get more and more important. But
That's so true. But then you can see if it says 14 karat,
yeah,
right?
you'll see it 14, 18 karat or whatever.
Right.
And then
Okay.
another thing you want, while we're talking about the gold, is you want a magnet. I got these off Amazon, but the
Okay.
real strong magnet. And then you want to test it real quickly with your magnet, because gold is not magnetic. So you got your pieces here that are all gold. And then this is marked 14 karat.
Oh, so gold is not magnetic.
Gold's not magnetic, and
Okay.
so one of the reasons you would like, it's good to, if you're going to be doing jewelry and digging
Yes.
through the jewelry.
Yeah.
Of course, the thing is, if you don't have it, and these were all $3 a piece, buy them all, even the other one, because if you didn't have a magnet, I would have paid $3 because it said it, and then you're going to get zonked every now and then. But you know that happens. So
Okay,
on a little bit of money.
Let's start at the beginning. So
Okay.
let's say you and a friend are gonna go out and go garage selling.
Right.
Your first suggestion.
First thing you do is figure out where you're going. And
Okay.
and the people who are the weekend warriors who go every week have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll look at, there's basically three, there's more than that, but 3 main websites to find the estate sales, which are everything in the house is for sale.
Yeah.
And
You
garage
think
sales.
those are the best?
Well, you get the whole house. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for tools, if you're looking for toys, if you're looking for vintage clothes, they're going to have everything in the house
Okay,
for sale.
gotcha.
Garage sale, they're getting rid of the stuff they don't want.
Right.
And
Good point.
So you can still find good things.
Yeah.
Estatesalefinder.com, estatesales.net.com, and estatesales.org are 3 main websites that the dealers will put, the estate sale people will put their ads on with photos, so you can kind of see, hey, this looks like a sale I'd like to attend.
Yeah.
I'm going to start there and make yourself a route so you know where you're going and you're not trying to figure it out in your car.
Okay.
I have another friend who does it a whole different way. He lives in Vancouver, and he lives near McGilvery Boulevard.
Yep.
And he starts at one end all summer long. They're all over that neighborhood. It's middle class
correct,
neighborhood.
yeah.
And he starts at one end and goes to the other and spends his whole day. And he just filters out really great stuff out
Oh,
of there.
wow.
And so so you might do that. You have a certain neighborhood that you keep farming
Right.
over and over again, and you
Right.
get to know it well. Either way is fine, but know where you're going and don't be sitting in the car trying to figure it out.
Okay. And then you say just bring one friend.
Only one friend. This is a ninja sport. You want in, you want to find the good stuff, and you want to get out.
And how will that friend help you with this ninja sport?
Well, the friend can help you with navigation.
Okay.
Your friend can help you if you buy a piece of furniture, pack it to the car.
Gotcha.
Your friend and you can share the joy of finding a great deal together and having
Okay.
lunch. And it's a fan. But if you bring 4 or 5 friends, there's always going to be Aunt Tilly who's stuck in that box of rags looking for something good, and you're ready to move on.
You are so right. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Yeah. Okay, so you also say to get there early.
If you can, yeah. You want to start early in the day because everything's there for sale.
Right.
You are working with the weekend warriors who are out and they have their eBay stores or their Etsy or whatever they do to resell.
Oh, yeah.
So that's who the early ones you're competing with. But don't panic if you're not the first one in. There's the old saying goes that the early bird gets the worm, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese.
Oh,
so
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Part. Okay, got it.
And so there's always good things to find. And
Okay.
and later in a sale, you also end up with later in the sale with the people more anxious to barter. At the beginning, they're going to try and get their prices.
Right.
At the end, they want that stuff out of the garage.
Right.
They want it out of the house. So they're going to make you much better deals.
Okay, and then you also suggest to have an idea of what you're interested in.
Especially for estate sales when everything in the house is for sale. So if
Right.
you're interested in vintage clothes, sewing things, fabrics, things like that, you're going to head up to the bedrooms.
Yeah.
If you are looking for quote unquote guy stuff, tools and things like that, you might head to the basement or the garage.
Sure.
Have an idea. And then I like the idea of having something you're kind of looking for, because it can be just overwhelming. I mean, you look at everything and something pops out at you. Obviously you buy it. But
yeah, gotcha.
and so
You have a great, I think it's an app that you use to kind of figure out if something is worth something.
it is.
If an item is worth something.
And this is something my dealer friends are just irritated with me that I'm showing everybody. You want to bring what we refer to as the Oracle, which is your iPhone.
Okay, got it.
Because you can look things up. And this is good for people who are setting up a sale as well.
Okay.
So you go to Google,
Go to Google.
the Google, and then at the top on the where the
There's
search
Google.
bar, there's a little camera on the far side you
I
want to
see.
hit.
Okay.
And so then we have our little figurine here, and I
Yeah.
kind of like it, but they want $8 for it. I don't know if that's worth it. So I take that, frame it, hit the button,
Yeah.
takes a picture. The Oracle's thinking.
Oracle's thinking.
Yeah,
gotcha.
and we're in this. I don't know if it works here in the studio.
You know what? It may not work in the studio. That's a good point.
It pulls up all of these.
The same
20
kind of
different
items.
and these range anywhere from $35 to $100. So $8 is a good deal.
I see.
You know, and it can help you do that. And so.
Okay, that's a great
But
idea.
that's a tip, and that's only going to get better in 3 to 5 years. It'll put me out of business.
Yeah.
The AI, because you can
Figure it. Yeah.
scan
figure
it
out
just
the cost
like an
right
old
there.
Star Trek tricorder.
When it comes to money, just bring cash.
I think it's a good idea to have cash. Most of the professional sales will take cards, but cash is king. Cash
Yeah.
gets you in and out of there fairly quickly. Have smaller bills. Don't bring $100 bills, because it can wipe out someone's change immediately. And so
Oh, sure. That makes
that's not.
sense.
So bring some 20s and have cash. Also bring with you a box, some boxes and wraps. If you buy an $8 bird that's worth $40, you can wrap it up, because most sales don't have
No, they don't
bags
have-
and stuff like. So you can do that.
Sure.
So you want to make sure you're prepared that you can take stuff away. If you buy a piece of furniture,
Yeah.
for example, a chest of drawers, and you have to come back for it,
Yeah.
you're going to mark sold on it. Take a picture of it. Write the address down. I can't tell you how many estate sales I've run where somebody bought something and never came back because they forgot where we were at. And take
Wow.
one of the drawers with you.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and-
Because then they can't sell it to somebody else who comes along and says they want more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in the fog of war, the sold time comes off and somebody else sells it and you're out.
I
so
see.
take a drawer with you, and then.
In the
But go
fog
back and
of
get
war.
it. I've also
This
had.
is serious business.
Oh, I'm.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And then bartering. You say that everyone really has a technique for bartering.
Everybody barters. And people who are running it at the beginning don't really want to barter.
Yeah.
Because, they should have a chance to get what they feel it's worth.
Sure.
But at the end, they really are interested in bartering. And the best way of doing it is to be polite. Be
Yeah.
nice. Can you take this
Yeah.
much? Or what is your best that you could do me on this?
Right.
I really like it. Could I get a better price? And if you're going to make an offer, don't offer less than half. If you can't pay half,
Then you
then
shouldn't
just let it go.
Yeah. Really good tips,
Yeah.
Gary. Thank you so much.